Hello, today's lesson is the first lesson on straight bowing. I have another video in which I explain how to bow straight. If you haven't seen that, I recommend you do start there. Now we're actually going to apply it. Now, just like the exercise in the previous video, we're going to have a note and a rest, but this time every single note is going to be 2 beats long, so 2 clicks on the metronome. Then 2 beats rest, in which I'd like you to pay attention to if anything went wrong, essentially. So you want to keep your arm relaxed, your shoulder down, make sure this doesn't happen. Your thumb has to be round in the bow. The little finger has to be round on top of the bow. The other fingers, avoid anything like that. Leave the fingers just hang over. So only 2 fingertips on the bow, the little finger and the thumb, the inside corner of the thumb. Yeah, thumb is diagonal against the bow, between the leather and the heel. Middle finger is opposite. Then slightly separate all the other fingers and place them on top. Yeah, little finger stands nice and round. So there's lots of things to pay attention to, and that's before we start talking about the fact that your bow has to be straight. So remember, it's from the middle you have to stretch forward in order to keep your bow straight, and from the middle towards the other way, so the up bow, is to bring your wrist in front of you. The elbow comes forward, the elbow does not come up, but the elbow comes forward. Okay? Slight little explanation on what you should have seen in the previous video. So now we're going to play ridiculously slowly at 40 beats a minute. That's even slower than in the previous video. There I just did a small demonstration with lots of rests. Now 2 beats to play, 2 bits of rest. There will be no repeats this time. We're going to go through, but I'll explain for each exercise what you should focus on top of the fact that you need a straight bow and a nice sound. Okay, so slow and be patient. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Now change strings to the D string. Change strings again to the A. And E string. Make sure your elbow is all the way down. Now rotate back to the A. Rotate back to G. So that's it. Identical to what we did before in the previous video, but now 2 beats rest only. Yeah. So between each note, try to check in a mirror or ask help from somebody, a parent or a friend, to make sure that everything is right. That you don't tense up, that it sounds beautiful, the bow is straight, your fingers thumb and little finger stay nice and round. Don't squeeze the bow, just guide it. Yeah, it's massively important. Now, the second part of this exercise, we change strings almost every note. Yeah, so I recommend that you get the string change out of the way as soon as you can. So when you have a note, the first note is going to be G. As soon as you stop, you drop your arm to the next string, and then the next note is the D, open D string. And as soon as you stop, you're returning back to G. Don't wait until you need to play to make the string change, because in this exercise there is a break between each note. The next exercise is going to be very similar but without breaks, so you don't have to be able to make nice bow changes, but sometimes also at the same time a string change. So get used to immediately making a string change when necessary. Don't wait until it's too late. Okay? Still at 40? Very, very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change strings immediately. And change back immediately. A string. Drop the bow all the way to the E. Make sure your arm stays low and go back to A. Drop. To D. With your G. Okay, that was about the string changes mainly, but obviously I hope that you also spent the rests checking whether your arm was straight, your fingers were in the right place, your shoulder was relaxed. When you play, make sure that your instrument doesn't go down. The further down the instrument is, the more chance that your bow will drift. Yeah, so try to keep the strings horizontal, so even without any control your bow will stay straight. Yeah, it makes a nice sound. It becomes a lot more problematic with that you have to fight the fact that your bow wants to run away. So yeah, now the third exercise. I am going to repeat this one because it's really short. We're going to go from the lowest string, G. And we're going to drop our arm all the way to the A string, the second string. So across the third string, the D. Then we turn back to D. And drop your arm completely. Make sure that your elbow follows, of course, to the E. And stay low with your elbow on the E string. don't come up. Okay? And the same thing in reverse on the way back. So we'll do this twice, but still slow, and keep checking. As soon as you made your string change, check. Everything's in the right place. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Roll to A. Come back to D. Drop your arm completely. All the way to D. A. And all the way back to G. Now we repeat everything and go back to D. Okay, so make sure when you roll the bow, don't lift it. Just rotate your arm, keep the bow on the string, and try not to make too many noises. Yeah, you will always hear a little bit, but try to keep as quiet as possible. Yeah, just rotate the arm, drop it, or come back. At the heel, make sure the elbow always follows through. Yeah, together with the bow. Next exercise, we start on the low string, we jump to D, normal. Low string to A, we just did that. And then we go from the lowest string to the E string all the way, so across D and A. And then we do it backwards, E to A, E to D, E to G. I'm going to play it through once, very slowly. Keep paying attention on the dozen things you're supposed to pay attention to, one at a time. And ask for help if you can. Somebody to look for you. An extra pair of eyes really does help. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way to E. Go all the way back. Fall through with the elbow. And that's it. That's the end of the first exercise. Now I'm going to record it a few times for you. 50, 60, 69 and 80, so we'll end at twice the speed that we have now, in preparation for the next exercise, of course. So good luck and see you in the next exercise. Bye!